Now let us start new chapter, chapter 5. The name of the chapter is data handling, looking for information. Children, you have seen in the newspaper and news channel and weather, graph. You all aware about it. The record for the population from 1909 to till now. So how we show for those all things in the practical life, we show by the data handling. So looking for information, you can see here in our day-to-day life, you might have come across information such as runs made by batsmen in the last 10 test matches. So comparison, why we need the data? According to the help of data, we can compare easily. Because when we compare in the book, we will write it time consuming. So when we draw any figure or any rectangle type or graph type things, easily we can compare. Okay. The number of wickets taken by a bowler in the last 10 ODIs, mark scored by the student of your class in the mathematics unit test. Suppose that periodical test you have completed, and numbers also we will give you, definitely we will tell you. And in the unit test 1 and I want to compare about your number. So how many students they are getting 20 numbers, how many students those who are getting 10 numbers. So I will rough that I'll prepare, and if anybody is telling me, so with the help of graph easily I can tell. Okay. Then number of storybooks read by each of your friends. The information collected in all such cases is called data. Data is usually collected in the context of a situation that we want to study. Suppose that I want to study about your unit test first. So I'll collect first data. Okay. For example, a teacher may like to know the average height of the students in her class. To find this, she will write the heights of all the students in her class, organize the data in a systematic manner. The meaning of the systematic manner, this in the increasing height or decreasing. Okay, suppose that any student is having 153 centimeter height and other students is having 140 centimeter, other is having 132. So in this way, if it is the rough data I have collected, now I will arrange in either in the increasing order or decreasing order. So it is called a systematic manner. And then interpret it accordingly. Sometimes the data is represented graphically to give a clear idea of what it represents. Do you remember the different types of graphs which we have learned in the earlier classes? In the earlier classes, that means like small classes like third standard and fourth standard, you have drawn this type of pictograph. This is called pictograph. In the sixth standard also. So sometimes data is represented graphically. Okay, a pictograph, pictorial representation of data using symbols. So symbol we are using here, one car is equal to 100 cars. So one symbol stands for 100 cars. So July, in the month of July, 100 cars and half, that means 50. So 250 cars. In the month of August, 3 full car, that means 300 cars. In September, 4 full cars, that means 400. How many cars were produced in the month of July? Easily you can say. In which month were maximum numbers of cars produced? In the September. Easily you can see with the help of pictograph. And the number of the cars? 400. Okay. Now next is bar graph. A display of information using bars of uniform width. Their heights being proportional to the respective values. Now see here a display of information. You can see years are written here and data we are taking on this. Number of students of class 8th and 2000. Uniform width. You can see width 0 to 1 and leave one space, one square box, then one square box. You can see Here we are not taking or changing the gaps here. So it should be like this. Their heights being proportional to the respective values. Heights and academic years. Bar heights give the quantity for each category. Okay. Bars are of equal width with equal gaps in between. Equal width. Width also you can see and gap also. Now what is the information given by the bar graph? The information given by the bar graph is number of students in class 8th in the different years. In which year the increase in the number of students maximum. So here is one box, difference one box and difference one box. But here you can see two box. So from 2003, that means in 2004 and 5 is the year the number of students maximum comparatively to previous. In which year is the number of students maximum? State whether true or false. The number of students during 2005-6 is twice that 2003-4. So 2003 and 4 the number of students 100. Then 200. 100 to the 200. Yes. So you will solve this in your notebook also. Describe first bar graph and then. Okay. Now next you can see double bar graph. A bar graph showing two sets of data simultaneously. It useful for the comparison of the data. You can see here the blank bar we are using for year 2005 and 6 and shaded. That means black bar we are using for year 2006 and 7. Here marks obtained by students in 2000 a student. So students marks we are comparing in 2005 and 2006 and 7 session. What is the information given by the double bar graph? So the information given by the double bar graph is marks obtained by a students in the year 2005-6 and 2006-7. Okay. In which subject has the performance improved the most? In maths subject performance improved the most. In 2005-6 he or she is getting 30 only in maths and then 60. In which subject has the performance improved the most done? In which subject has the performance deteriorated? So in which subject, see here, deteriorated, that means bar graph is here. In the English subject the performance deteriorate. In which subject is the performance at par? Equal. So in Hindi. And deteriorate, that means the bar graph is showing poor performance comparatively the previous year. Okay.